Well, hey, y'all. It is time to tackle the Christmas clutter. It's not really Christmas clutter, it just happened to be a catchy title, so that's what we're doing. I'm throwing a birthday party here in about 2 weeks for Joe, and I've got some family coming from out of town that's actually never visited my house, so I wanted to make sure it was extra clean, more so than normal clean, I guess, which y'all know for me, normal clean is probably not everyone's standards. So I started with a 30-minute timer because I have to set boundaries for myself. 30 minutes is not my normal timer. My normal timer is 10 minutes, but I knew I really needed to get this room clean. Normally, I have said normally like 4 times, but that's all right. Normally, there's 5. Joe will help me, but he was not here this weekend. He went to my in-laws, so we were actually, without kids. We tried to go and do some stuff for ourselves, but we ended up back at home, and I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this. He's not here, and this is not normally something I like to do, but sometimes it needs to be done. That white bag is donations and stuff that needed to be thrown away. I like Joe to make those decisions for himself for the most part, but every now and then I have to go in and, just do a mommy clean, and that's what I did here. I really think it's important that he makes his own decisions, but, sometimes it is a little necessary. So anyway, that's what's going on here. And my method was I was going to clean the messiest room in the house first, which was Joe's room. And then I'm just going to start from the very back and spend about a week and a half just decluttering the house a little bit, and then spend the next week giving it all a big deep clean. Now, I have 5 children. 4 of them still live at home. My oldest, I guess he's technically a man, although to me he will always be my baby boy. But I do give my kids many chores, and they do help out, and they all take care of their own rooms. I don't do anything with my older kids' rooms. My rule is if you don't want me in there, then make sure you keep it clean, and I will stay out of it for the most part. So they all do really well, except for Joe. But Joe's 5, and he's the baby, and we've got a ton of toys. I don't know how to get to a point with the toys where we're okay and there's just the right amount, because honestly, I don't know if you ever do get to that point except when they just finally grow out of toys. I mean, some people it comes natural to, but to me, no, it does not. Like, I want to keep absolutely everything. Sometimes in here, it's easy for me to just sweep everything into a pile and then sort through it. And then, I just sweep the rest of it into the trash. His room's come a long way than where we was at last year, but it still gets messy really easily. Sometimes I like to blame it on the size of the room. Sometimes I like to blame it on myself for not making Joe clean it up. And sometimes I would probably blame it on the wind because it blew the wrong direction and knocked everything into the floor. The truth is, it's just a combination of everything. So he doesn't really have that many toys, but I don't know. It seems like the things he makes a mess with usually aren't even toys. Like, you see that broken coat hanger, an empty bag of chips, because he's not supposed to eat in there. But, for whatever reason, I guess I tend to just not pay attention when he's doing that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I do, and I just let it go because I just don't want to, I don't want to fuss about it. It's just not a good way to be. Here, I'm kind of putting stuff on the bed that needs to go somewhere else so I can focus on the main part of the floor. I need to take some time and scrape that road off. He never played with it. He was so excited about it and then never touched it. So it really just needs a good scraping, but, that doesn't happen. If you guys can't tell, I did lose my voice yesterday. Today, I'm finally starting to get it back. I'm feeling fine. It's just froggy, so just, enjoy my deep tone, y'all. Usually when I'm cleaning, I will turn on something like Chill Hop, which is a station on YouTube that plays like kind of acid jazz type stuff. I think it's called lo-fi hip hop. In this case, I was watching The Originals again, which is a vampire TV show. It's super cheesy, but I do love it. Well, anyway, so I turned it on and I noticed in this video as I'm doing the edit, like I know I have little ticks that I do. I don't know if you don't call them ticks, but just little nervous habits that I do. I have not noticed this finger thing that I do here a couple times. You'll stop and I'll stop and be watching, and I've never noticed it. It doesn't bother me. It's just kind of, I guess it's almost kind of neat maybe to see yourself from a different light. Like, I always think that I'm self-aware, and then I go back and I watch the video and I'll see myself drop something that I have no clue I dropped, or misplace something that I was so sure I stuck somewhere else. And then now this little like finger rubbing thing I'm doing, maybe I'm trying to like wish a fairy into the room or something to finish cleaning, or I don't know. Yeah, right here, y'all. Do you see that? I did not know I did that. I'm gonna be aware now next time. So I was going to put all the clothes up into the drawers, and that's what I did. And then I made his bed. There you go. Y'all see it again? He doesn't sleep in his bed. He likes to sleep on the couch. That he'll like to build a fort in the living room. That he's been sleeping on the floor in our bedroom. He's just, I don't have a heart to make him sleep in his bed. I know I should, but I don't know. It's just not working out. I cannot believe I forgot to tell you all this story. So Joe took that pregnancy pillow. I'm not pregnant. I wasn't using it when I was pregnant. I just wanted to use it to snuggle with. My mother-in-law got it for me for my birthday. Well, it started to hurt my neck, and Joe wanted to sleep with it. So I let him take it into his room. Well, he calls it the pregnancy pillow. Well, the other day he tells Michael, his brother, that he can use the pregnancy pillow. Don't worry, mommy fixed it, so you can't get pregnant. And I guess in his little 5-year-old mind, he thought that the pillow is what got you pregnant. And it cracked me up because it caught me off guard. So yeah, anyway, that was just a little funny story. But he likes to cocoon himself up in it. At this point, my timer had gone off, and I wanted to show you guys what all I got accomplished in the actual 30 minutes that I spent in there. Because like I said, I don't think anybody means to do it that way at all. Like, you're just trying to get the most you can into a video, because a lot of the stuff that I edit out is just me walking out of the room and then coming back in, 5 minutes later. So it's not that I think anyone does it on purpose, but I wanted you guys to see what I realistically got done in the 30 minutes. So like I said, I did spend a whole hour in there. And I think that's what's great about the timer system, is that most of the time, as cliche as it is, getting started is the hardest part. And I will usually clean for longer than 10 minutes. But there are some times when the 10 minutes is just going to have to be good enough because I don't want to do more, or I have to go get something else done, or, just whatever it may be. And in this case, the timer helped me, keep going, because I was like, well, I got all this done. I might as well keep going. So I'm just putting the clean clothes up in Joe's from the laundry basket. They most certainly did not sit in that laundry basket for at least a week. I immediately took them from the dryer and folded them and put them in here, which that's obviously a lie if you all didn't catch on. I'm terrible with laundry. I don't have an excuse. I guess I just don't want to fold it or put it up or do anything about it. I will wash it and dry it and then throw it on my laundry room floor. So yeah. If you guys don't see me fold it on a video, it doesn't get folded. So I took a bunch of Joe's books, put some in the living room, and then put some in his closet. Most of those were just blank notebooks, and he loves to draw. But if he has all of them out, he will just go through each one of them. So I was trying to have him only have one at a time. I'm not sure how all of those ended up in here. I think I may have emptied the book bag that they were in. That's exactly what it was. They were all in a book bag, and he needed to take it to his Momma's because he had to put all his clothes in it. So Jeremy and I had a wonderful weekend. It's just there's only so much you can do without your kiddos. Like, we don't like to party or anything like that. We went out to dinner one night, but honestly, once the sun starts to go down, I get a little sleepy, and I'm perfectly, content being at home. And I think this time he was watching football, so I was like, I'm just going to clean and film a video. I need to get all this stuff done anyway. And sometimes once I get into the mood and if I've got something good going on in the background, like, I'm not going to say I love the actual cleaning, but it feels good. So when I finish a room, oh, look at that. That's the bag I got rid of. I usually try to ask myself what's going to change this time in Joe's room. No, I'm just going to be happy that I got rid of a bag of stuff. So here we are in my back homeschool room, and this mess is my mess. I did this. Every bit of this was on the trampoline. Not the trampoline. I don't have a trampoline in my back room. I got a trampoline in my backyard. It was all on the treadmill, and I had a really rough day, and I got really frustrated, and I decided I wanted to run on the treadmill, and all this stuff was on it, and y'all, I, like a little toddler, just threw it onto the floor, and then the dogs ran through and knocked it everywhere, and, I didn't make it this messy, but I did have a little diva fit and just tossed it over there so I could get onto my treadmill. So most of it ended up being recycled because it was old homeschool stuff that I had decluttered from the desk in the dining room. And then a few of the things that you see me stacking up on the top, I was going to find another home for them. So that's really all that's going on right here. I do keep a few books in this back room, but everything that we're using right now is in the dining room. That might be a little misleading because I know I've said a few times that I condensed one room into one little corner in my dining room, which I did. But by condensing, I mean I got rid of a ton of stuff. Oh my gosh, this part in my hair right now is making me think about all those reels a while back about how like the side part is out and now the middle part is in. I am not a middle part person, y'all, even though my hair naturally parts like that. Like, it looks like I got a mullet going on right now. I keep looking into the camera because my thing, I was afraid it was going to shut off. It's been shutting off on me quite a bit where I keep running out of space. This back room is slowly becoming like empty and I'm loving it. I don't know what we're going to, keep doing with it. Right now, the kids just use it to watch TV in it. My older son got his computer, so we don't even have that in the corner anymore. Michael took the desk out and has it in his room to do school. And the only thing which you all don't see it right now on camera is I have a bookshelf. And it's a fairly large bookshelf because I love my books. And that's about it. Most of them are just, fiction and that type of stuff. The kids have a couple books that they do for homeschool, but that's really all it is. And as far as homeschool goes, the only stuff I keep back here is things we aren't using this year, which is not much at all because I've gotten so much better about just not hoarding the homeschool supplies and not buying stuff that we're not going to actually need, because I'm so bad to get caught up in the planning because it's my favorite part. Like, I forget all the work that actually goes into putting that plan into motion, y'all. So that's how I went through, these things. There were a couple other things I still got rid of too. Like I said, I recycled most of it and then I stacked the rest of it. Well, I didn't stack it. I'm not gonna lie. I shoved it in that closet or in that bookshelf. I really need to go through it, but that's for another video. And I was really happy with all the progress that I got done in here. These cages, I'm not quite sure what to do them. Kennels, whatever. I don't, my dogs hardly go in them. The only time they do is if we're not at home. And that is very rare that someone is not here at the house. Lulu, my little Shih Tzu, will pee on the floor if no one's here. And that's about it. Trixie is really bad to get out of our backyard if we're not home. She does really well in the house, but so we don't really use these cages at all, kennels at all. Trixie sleeps in Mason's room and Lulu sleeps in ours, but I don't want to take them down just quite yet because they're such a pain in the butt to put back together. but I did clear them off. So, and like I said, the room is empty for the most part, and I'm just tickled because it wasn't this way, several months ago. Now here we are. This is another day. This is actually the following Monday, and my living room was destroyed for my living room. As you can tell, have been under the weather. My husband's been under the weather, and we just kind of made a mess. I had to work and all that stuff too. But, that's fine. That's just how life is. But you got to you do got to get back into the groove of things and get stuff cleaned up. And that's what I do here. So this sweater that I have on, my husband says is a robe. My two of my kids think it's a robe. I originally thought it was a sweater, and as you can see, I wear it as both. Oh my goodness. So I had to take my husband to work because he was going on a business trip and he had to take a company vehicle, so he needed me to take him back to work. Well, I didn't think about needing to get out of the car. So y'all, I had that green and black zebra looking sweater, those tie-dye sweatpants, and I had leopard hey dudes on, and my hair was looking a mess, and I had to stop and get gas. Oh my goodness. I looked like a meme. I looked like a Walmart meme, y'all. It was crazy. But, it wasn't crazy, but it was pretty funny. But I was like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm still in my mismatched pajamas. But, we got to do what we got to do. But, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, my grandmother, was always to the nines. It did not matter what she was doing. She always made the time to get up and get dressed, even if she's mowing the grass or working in her garden or doing something. I'm like, maybe I should do that. And then I'm like, I don't know. It's feeling awfully comfortable without this bra on, y'all. So anyway, I still got stuff done regardless of how comfortable I looked. So that's just Mr. Clean in a spray bottle and a microfiber towel. And that's all I'm doing is just cleaning. My son Mason had kicked my tart burner over a couple weeks ago. It was completely an accident. It wasn't like him being mean or something. But there was still a little bit of wax on the floor. So I was trying to clean it up. And that's what happened. Now I put the fabric refresher that I bought at the Dollar Tree of all places, and it smells amazing. How long is that stuff supposed to last though? I didn't think it was supposed to last that long, and this stuff definitely doesn't. But if the name brand stuff is supposed to last longer, y'all let me know and I might actually buy some. I've never been a fabric refresher person, not because I didn't want it, but I just never really paid attention. I thought it was just air freshener. So yeah, that's something I might look into. That stuff y'all saw me throw behind my chair by the door was donations. I keep it by the door, so I have to look at it and can, remind myself to take it out. Y'all look at this. Look, I got a flippin' paper plate ornament stuck in my hair and I could not get it out. I just thought that was pretty funny. So underneath my Christmas tree was, pretty just basic. There was dust and cat fur and dog fur and all that, and I was cleaning it up. Fortunately, my cat does not mess with my tree, but he does like to lay on that thing underneath. What do you call it? The tree skirt. I have had that thing forever and I absolutely love it, but it is so hard to clean. I've ran it through the not through the dishwasher. Nope. Through my washing machine, and it just doesn't quite get the animal fur and stuff up. So I finally just pull it up, and y'all are going to see Oh my goodness. I get my little handy dandy tool that I just got off Amazon. I'd link it below, but I don't even know what it's called. Y'all can find them anywhere. They're not hard to find. Even Shein has them. But I just scraped all the cat fur off of it. It was a little rough on this, but like I said, this thing's old anyway. Not old like antique, but just old like I've had it a long time. And that's about it. But this is going to be the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. It absolutely means the world to me. I hope wherever y'all are at, you are having a blessed one, and I can't wait to see you in the next one, and enjoy this big old ball of fur.